because today is Martin Luther King Day, I wanted to say, it's interesting because I gave a talk um, last year before the pandemic, and I spoke about him, and it wasn't even MLK Day, but this always comes to me, this thought, because my friend Todd Herman was on my podcast, and he told me something which I just thought was amazing. He told me how, we always try to prepare and we overdo it and we make ourselves crazy and we put so much pressure on ourselves. And he was giving an example of how some of the greatest things in life have come when people give themselves the grace to not have a certain outcome or not memorize or not be perfect or whatever. Some of the greatest things happen from like a divine download from just being in the moment. And he gave this example of Dr. King. And I couldn't believe it. He said, "Do you know that in the famous, famous, famous speech, which is quoted and was heard around the world, he said the day before, he said he already had the speech written. Every line, he had rehearsed it and re-rehearsed it. He knew exactly what he was going to say. He felt this moment. He knew what this moment was going to be, and he wanted to make sure he didn't leave anything out. He said, except the only line that was not on the page, I have a dream. Oh my God, this makes me cry. He said he got up there, looked out at the crowd, and what just came in the moment, which was so powerful and more important and simpler and to the point, was, I have a dream. I have a dream. And here it is, right? We have stopped dreaming. Now, why did we do that? For good reason. The cost of admission to greatness is actually courage. It's not perfect. It's not perfection. It's courage. He is who he is, and we honor him today for his courage and vulnerability. There's nothing that's a higher vibration. There's nothing that will change the world more than an open heart. Than an open heart. And for most of us, by the age of 11 or 17 or whatever it is, our sweet little hearts were broken in 1725 pieces. And we have a way of surviving. And one of the greatest ways that we've learned to survive is to say, I'm shutting my heart, closing it up. And the way we do that is sometimes we'll have this strategy, which is, oh, I'm fine. I don't actually want it. I don't really want anything. This is fine. It's fine. It's fine. No, it's not fine. No, it's not. No, you're not fine. That's a lie. But boy, is it less threatening to say that I'm fine, because if I'm not fine, oh, there I go. My heart's open. What does the kid in school do when he has a crush on the girl and the other kids find out? He's like, whatever. I don't even care if she likes me. What if he's like, I care so much. I'm in love with this girl. Now he's vulnerable, right? What about the kid who's like, hey, I do want you to be my friend. I'm not cool if you're not cool. I actually care. Oh, I'm vulnerable. So when you're 4 and you reach your arms out and your parent walks out the door, that little kid is in so much pain. That little kid's like, oh, I know what I'll do. I just won't love that deeply anymore. That'll help me, right? Or when you have a dream and you turn in your work in the 7th grade art fair and your teacher criticizes you, you go, oh, that's it. I'm never going to really want for anything that much. I'll just lower my standard and lower the stakes, right? So what about having a dream, right? And what if we actually said, I do have a dream and I do want it and it's not okay and I'm not fine? That's actually pretty human. And that's where leadership is born. And the reason I called this week, It's Your Turn, is because it's your frickin' turn.